is not a church nor a museum. It's a repair shop. If your life-size statue of the Blessed Mother needs restoration, this is your place. There are countless old churches out there, and these old churches are filled with old sacred images. Over time, these statues and paintings begin to suffer from age and often neglect. Restoring these icons takes a careful, trained hand, and you'll find that devotion right here in South St. Louis. This is Michele Bowman-Dumey, and her shop is one of about 6 of its kind in the country. At Restoration Plus, Bowman-Dumey devotes her talents to restoring religious art in various stages of disrepair to their original glory.
Primarily, I would say 80% of the business is restoration of statuary and church artwork for the Catholic Archdiocese throughout the United States.
The rest of her business is made up of other denominations and residential customers, and because Bowman-Dumey's craft is rare, 30% of her work comes from all over the country. They work on plaster, wood, metals, fiberglass, resins, canvas, and porcelain. And because accidents happen in even the holiest of places, these religious pieces often come in many pieces.
This had fallen. Someone was trying to drape the cross around Easter time, and he bumped it accidentally and it fell.
Bowman-Dumey's ability to heal eases the guilt of little accidents. In her shop, she and her husband have the skill to remold broken statues, taking extra steps to duplicate the work of the original artist, while respecting the meaning behind these objects.
No, we always try and use the same sort of material, whether we have to add horsehair and so on into some of the plasters, and then we'll sculpt that in, or if it's something large, then we'll just make a mold. If it's a hand or an arm, if it's something I can't sculpt, then we'll find something that's similar to that. And if it's something really difficult, I do say prayers to the Holy Spirit so that I can do it.
Bowman-Dumey's background is in art, and her devotion to salvaging old, broken, and in some cases discarded religious art began when she was given the opportunity to work with an architect renovating the shrine of St. Joseph. It was during this apprenticeship she realized there was a need for this kind of skill.
So they taught me the different methodologies that the artisans used to use, and so that's what I started doing for them, because they didn't have anyone that was specifically doing that. It was more the union painters. This belongs to Father Lou in Mendon, Illinois, and he brought it in, and it was in probably about 50 to 75 pieces.
What, did you drop it?
Yeah, yes, I'm assuming he did.
According to Bowman-Dumey, the hardest part of her job isn't remolding a statue that's broken. It's removing repairs and paint applied by well-intentioned but unqualified people.
Someone's come in and put layers of paint or glue trying to mend it themselves, and if they're not doing it correctly, then I have to try and reverse, which is usually next to impossible to take away what they've done.
In some cases, however, if the previous restoration was done correctly, Bowman-Dumey can easily remove layers of paint using mixtures of acetone.
And then I did an area here so that you could see that someone's overpainted this, but when I removed that here, then you can see that there's still a water gilt hemline there with a scalloped edge along it. Same with here.
Now, can you keep this?
Mm-hmm.
And
sometimes
remove this part?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I can, I'm able, if they want me to remove everything that's been overpainted, as long as the restoration was executed properly, because see right here, this is like the primer coat that they put before they laid this coat. So that being the case, I can remove this and all of this is perfectly intact.
What's the timeline for restoring something? Does it take a year? Does it take months?
Averages, I'd say about 2 to 3 months. Some pieces have taken probably a year or so. Some of my customers, if they watch this, they'll say, yeah, it was a lot longer. Yes, the wood was broken.
It's not about how much time it takes to complete a project. For Bowman-Dumey, it's about doing something that really matters.
I love my job. I mean, it's my favorite. It is my passion.